What are Dividend Aristocrat stocks? Are they right for me? Can I quit my job and live off these dividend stocks for the rest of my life? How much of these stocks would I need to live off dividends forever? These are the questions we'll be answering in this video. But first, let's start with the basics. What are Dividend Aristocrat stocks and what makes them different from, well, any other dividend stock? Well, for any dividend stock to be considered a Dividend Aristocrat stock, know that it has to meet all four of the following criteria. The first requirement is that it must be a member of the S&P 500. This is good for investors because it shows that the company is one of America's top companies. The second criteria is that the company must have increased its base dividend per share for at least 25 of the past consecutive years. This is also great for shareholders because it proves that the company does have a track record of success and continuous dividend growth, making it a reliable source of income. The third requirement is that the stock must have a minimum market cap of at least $3 billion by external shareholders, which excludes insiders and also founders. Once again, this is great for shareholders because it makes it less prone to fraudulent activity and also insider influence trading. The fourth requirement is that the stock must have on average $5 million worth of daily share trading volume in the preceding 3 months. And once again, this is great for shareholders because this ensures that because there's a large volume of activity, the stock is less prone to market fluctuations. It's harder to manipulate something with a higher share value volume. Now, these terms are constantly being reviewed, so know that in the event that a company falls into or falls out of all four of these criteria, know that that finite list of aristocrat stocks will be updated. For example, we know that AT&T was just removed from this list as a result of slashing their dividends after the Warner Media spinoff. Speaking of which, before we give you some examples of Dividend Aristocrat stocks, consider smashing that like button and also subscribing to this channel for more content like this. Now, as of April 2022, there are a total of 66 companies that meet that Dividend Aristocrat criteria. Some of my favorites being Realty Income, ExxonMobil, as well as IBM. As an example, IBM right now pays just above 5% dividend yield per year, meaning for every $100 that you put into IBM stock, you will receive about over $5 per year in dividends and subsequently more each year since the stock dividend payout continues to grow for the foreseeable future. For a complete list of these 66 Dividend Aristocrat stocks, be sure to click the link down below where I have listed out each and every one as of April 2022. So, can you quit your job and live off these dividends forever? The answer is yes, but ultimately determining exactly how much you need to have invested in these stocks is a very loaded question because it really depends on your situation, right? Now, in order to retire and live off these dividends, you do have to ask yourself some questions such as, when do I plan to retire? How much money I need to live every single year in retirement? What is the average dividend yield among my dividend portfolio? Using these components, you should be able to estimate exactly how much you need to have invested in your dividend portfolio. For example, if you expect your cost of living to be about $80,000 and you know for a fact that your average dividend yield among your dividend portfolio is about 4%, divide $80,000 divided by 0.04 and you'll get about $2 million. So $2 million is what you need to have invested in this dividend portfolio at a rate of, average 4% yield. That would get you $80,000 a year to live off of. I also have different examples on how exactly you can retire with as much as just $400,000 if you wanted to in this video right here, so be sure to check that out. But basically, you really want to shoot for just 4% dividend yield because it's pretty much standard across the finance community. It's achievable for most individuals and it's also conservative. So 4% should be your ideal target. Now, Dividend Aristocrats are not just ideal for those wanting to retire, but also those who might want to still work now and have supplemental income on the side, or even just have a mix of these in your portfolio to manage risk. Imagine that a recession kicks in and you lose your job and the market tanks. Well, at least you still have that consistent stream of income coming from your dividend stock portfolio. So are Dividend Aristocrat stocks right for you? They're right for most people. However, know that they do have many different advantages and disadvantages, which I cover in this video right here. Thanks for watching.